Before the debates, Joe Biden was missing for literally 11 days. I want to cover the last time he spoke to the press, though, because it really shows why he went missing so long. I mean, you may have seen this video before, but it means so much more today than it did when the video was released because Joe Biden has been hiding for so long. So take a look at this video, and then we'll talk about it.
How was your role as vice president in charge of policy in Ukraine and your son's job in Ukraine? How is that not a conflict of interest?
It's not a conflict of interest. There's been no indication of any conflict of interest from Ukraine or anywhere else. Period. I'm not gonna respond to that. Let's focus on the problem. Focus on this man, what he's doing that no president has ever done. No president.
So everyone decided to focus, when this video came out, they decided to focus on how Joe Biden got so mad and how he's really telling it to the press. And they even made him like this valiant god, which they always do. That's just the mainstream media. And so no one really looked at why this video is so disturbing from the perspective of he's at a press conference and he's trying to redirect to some other guy. So let's talk about the details. Here's the main point. He got so mad during the part when he said, focus on this man. But you're at a press conference. This is the point that no one else understands, or at least no one else covered. And I think intentionally, because this really makes Biden look bad. You're at a press conference. You're answering questions from the press about you, Joe. And you want them to ask questions about Trump? Focus on this man? What do you mean focus on this man? It's a press conference that you're going to, Joe. You know who the press should talk to if they had questions about Trump? I know all the progressives out there know this answer, but just it's just obvious, it's so obvious. But of course, the mainstream media doesn't focus on this because it makes Joe Biden look bad. It's a really important perspective, though. He hid for 11 days after this video because all of his advisors suggested to him, hey, maybe you should stop talking. Not even Hillary Clinton's advisors recommended that. Let that sink in for a second. Now, as I mentioned before, that was the last time Joe Biden went in front of the press until at least before the debates. The debates are tonight as I'm making this video. Why is that? Why would Joe not want to rally and answer questions from the press? It's something that every presidential candidate has done pretty much consistently. Why do you want to focus on someone else? What a weird thing to do. It's almost like he's guilty. He wants to redirect. Stop looking at me. This whole impeachment thing, it's brought up Hunter Biden. It's slightly inconvenient because looks a little bad. So focus on the man. Don't focus on me. He's the guilty one. He did something illegal. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Let's keep it real. This guy is actually running on the fact that he's not Trump. And he gets pissed off when people want to know what that means. And the second they ask questions to determine if Joe Biden is not Trump, Biden responds with, and I'm paraphrasing here, don't look at me, look at him. Don't look at me. I'm fine. Why are you focusing on? Why are you asking me questions about Hunter Biden? Huh? Ukraine, what? I don't know. What are you talking about? Don't look at me, look at him. That's basically his focus here. Guys, if he wins the nomination, which he won't, he definitely won't, then it would be Trump versus Trump. And that's what happened in 2016. And unfortunately, Trump won in 2016. And even if Hillary Clinton would have won, Trump would have still essentially won. It would have been the same thing.